welcome to my channel. My name is Kayla. I am a 27-year-old bridal hairstylist going on my 4th year. I got this question over on my Instagram and I thought I would make it into a YouTube video too, just in case any brides are curious or maybe this thought didn't even cross your mind, and hopefully I can answer some questions for you. So over on my Instagram, which if you're not following me, you should. Over on my Instagram, I asked a few Q&A questions for a get to know me, and one of the questions I thought deserved its own video. And that question was, what would you recommend for brides a few months out from their wedding? I want to put a disclaimer first and foremost before I get into this video that I tell all my brides, you know you and your hair best. So take what I have to say with a grain of salt. These are just some things that I would recommend brides should do for prep for their trials on their wedding days. First thing that I would suggest is stick to one hair routine. Now is not the time to do anything dramatic or drastic to your hair, such as a dramatic haircut, color changes, switching up your products that you use every single day. Again, I just want to preface this by saying, you know you and your hair best. I had a bride last year who was about medium length and did her trial. She loved her hair and she texted me a few weeks before her wedding and was like, I really want to chop my hair. What do you think? Yeah, so we were still able to do the same style if she was to chop her hair, and I told her yes because we were just doing a half up, half down, and she did. She chopped her hair. Actually, the day of her wedding, she chopped her hair. She wasn't telling anyone that she was. And she went from medium length to like chin length bob. It was so cute. It looked so cute with the style that we did. She was just going on and on about how she felt more like herself. Even her friends were like, oh my gosh, like you just look more like you, like this is you. I say stick to one hair routine and to don't do anything drastic. I'm not meaning if you know you like yourself with shorter hair but your hair is grown out and you want to cut your hair short again for your wedding. I'm not meaning that. I'm meaning more so on the side of things, if you've never done a dramatic haircut, you've never done a dramatic color change, doing it right before your wedding may not be the time to do so. Let's maybe wait till after the wedding, and then by all means, chop your hair, get a mohawk, color it pink, do whatever it is that you want to do. Next piece of advice that I would give is to make sure that you're doing routine trims. Split ends does not style and show up very well, especially whenever you're doing down style. To have the healthiest hair possible, best style possible for your wedding day, I recommend that you continue getting your routine trims to make sure that those ends are healthy and together and not split. The biggest piece of advice that I have, if you take anything away from this video, please, 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 let it be this. If you're looking for your inspo photos, find girls with similar hair type as you and hair color. Say that because this is a style that I did on a brunette and this is a style that I did on a blonde. As you can see, it's the exact same style, but they show up and they look different. Someone with dark hair like me, a style is going to look very different on someone who is blonde with a lot of dimension, and that's okay. Both styles are beautiful, both hair colors are beautiful. Try to look for inspo photos of brunette styles, if you're blonde styles, so that way I can kind of help with those expectations of what hair is going to turn out like for your trial and for your wedding day. If you're searching up inspo photos, search up the neckline that you have for your dress, so that way you can kind of get an idea if you're wearing a sweetheart neckline or off the shoulder or one strap. You can kind of start to get an idea of common styles that people wear with those, and then that moves into my next point. Wear a shirt or a dress to your hair trial that's similar with the neckline dress. That way, again, like you can have a better idea of how the entire picture, the whole package is gonna look on your wedding day. Moving on into practice the style that you want to wear every single day. The people that want to switch it up and want to do things different. If you're someone who wears their hair down all the time or wears their hair up all the time, but you want to switch it up and do something different, practice wearing those styles. If you're someone that wears your hair up in a ponytail, slicked back every single day, but for your wedding day you want to do up, half down, whenever you go to work, whenever you're running errands, hanging out with friends, just throw your hair in a half up, half down and practice seeing yourself in that hairstyle throughout your day-to-day, so that way you can get more comfortable with yourself, but also whenever you go in for your trial, it's not such a dramatic change. Lastly, maybe a hot take, but trust your stylist, but also trust your instincts. Your stylists are the professionals. They know what they're doing. However, trust your instinct. I tell my brides all the time, like, this is your wedding day. This is the day that you want to feel your utmost confidence and beautiful and everything you've ever imagined come to life. And I would much rather you go in a different direction with a different stylist than you suppress how you feel and then you don't feel that way on your wedding day. That advice for a bride that's a couple months out from their wedding day. I go on and on about hair literally all day long. So if you have any other questions, comments, concerns, leave them in the comments. Be sure to like and subscribe for future videos, and follow me over on Instagram and TikTok too, so that way you can see more just like behind the scenes and behind the chair, other content that doesn't always end up on YouTube. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.